Well, since the election of the new president, there have been some encouraging signs, like release of about 40 political prisoners. But we should keep in mind that most of these prisoners almost finished their sentence, and they were put in jail unlawfully according to international standards. Beside that, unfortunately, we haven't seen any other sign of improvement in the situation of human rights. If we look at the average monthly executions, are much higher than they were before the presidential elections. We have had execution of political prisoners, we have had execution of minor offenders. We see it very clearly by looking at the foreign minister, who is a relatively charming person who speaks fluent English and who uses Twitter and Facebook, while the justice minister is one of the 4 people who was directly involved in mass execution of thousands of political prisoners in 1988. So I think this sends a signal that probably the openness is meant towards the West, but not towards the Iranian people. What we have seen is that Iranian authorities use death penalty as an instrument to spread fear in the society. So when they expect protest or unrest, number of executions increase. When the international community is focused on Iran and on the human rights in Iran, the numbers normally decrease. So the increase in the execution could be a signal to Iranian people that you should not think that things have changed. We are still the same people in power, and it could also be due to lack of attention from the international community side. All the attention has been focused on the nuclear issue and very little on the human rights, and that could send the wrong signal to the Iranian authorities that they can do whatever they want. If we take what is happening inside Iran first, I think it is very encouraging that after 4 years of very harsh suppression and crackdown, we saw that young Iranians once again came on the street and they expressed their very peaceful protest that was voting for a candidate that was not the supreme leader's choice. So that's encouraging that they are still there, the young Iranians are still there, and they are willing to do something with their future. I think that the work that international organizations and all human rights organizations are doing is extremely important, because we are the ones that actually put human rights on the agenda. Unfortunately, human rights do not have a high priority in international politics. So what we do, all of us, all human rights defenders, all NGOs, is to make the international community to give human rights a higher priority, and we know that it helps. I would say to human rights activists, both in Luxembourg and anywhere else, that you should never underestimate what you are able to do. Even a single letter can help. We have many examples that a movement which started from only one letter or a phone call led to an international campaign and actually has saved life. Experience has shown that it helps, and experience has shown that we are the one who are going to improve the human rights situation. We cannot wait for someone else to do it. So if you see something which is not right, act now.